game number 2 of Vape Nation Scrims. We are now in Miramar with the match starting in 40 seconds time. So as always, sit back, relax and enjoy. And here we go with the flight path starting off at the northwestern side, ending up at the southern end. Starting off in El Pozo and finishing off at the coast just to the side of Los Higos, with El Pozo, Picado, San Martin at a push, and Los Leones all within reach. Now, teams 8 Savage, teams 2 Vape, and teams 15 Vape have all jumped early, going to the eastern side. In the eastern direction. And then we had a quick break with teams 17 and 20, then jumping later. We are still with team number 2, the Vape team, as they land at El Pozo along with team 15, the other Vape team, with teams 8 Savage, who have split massively at the moment, doing a huge 2-2 split, and team 11 Shinobi on the right hand side. So let's stay with team 2 and team 15 as they continue looting. And NM Death Army has just got a knock. So let's jump straight over to them if we can and have a quick look. And Alu is taken down by Death Army. And again, we are seeing Team 12 with a huge split at the moment. But interestingly enough, we see teams 20 and 3 near to Chumacera, with team 3 doing a 2-2 split with team 20 right in the middle. So let's have a look at Sig Fix 10. Now, Sig Fix 10 is prone at the moment, just keeping an eye on team 20. You have BTL Loyson over there at the moment, just scouting them out alongside Sig Bot at the moment, just keeping an eye as the other members of the Sig team try and close in on that team 20 team there. And now shots are being fired, with Bot almost being taken out. BTL Loyson takes down Angel Killer. CGM Pablo takes down Snipes. BTL Loyson gets another knock on XY. And Sigbot is now pushing in And that is it with Sig Team taking out a full team. They're getting a squad wipe and 4 kills. And CGN is now taking on the Zen team. So if we can, let's jump straight over. And unfortunately, we have run out of time as CGN get a full squad wipe on the Zen team, Team 10. And we're now seeing Task go up against Cryonics. So let's have a quick look. So Task White has just been taken down along with Task Andrex by FN Richard and Team 9. And we are now seeing LC go up against BM. And that is team number 6. And we have Blitz up high at the moment. And LC Frankie has just got a knock on U7 Jordan, leaving BM Blitz the last standing member of team number 6. And loses a little health by falling off the rock face there. He's now using painkillers to hopefully recover the health that has been lost, with BM Shea being taken down. And Blitz has just managed to revive Jordan. So it's now 2 against 4, with LC over on the northwestern side and Blitz trying to rotate around the right. And Jordan and Blitz are now choosing to retreat. Probably a wise choice considering that they have lost 2 team members, and it wouldn't have been wise for them to try and go up against a full squad. Maybe later on, near to the end of the game, if they are still in play at that time, it would then be wise for them to give it another go. But for now, I think they just need to retreat a little, continue to loot up, and then just rethink their strategy. And we are now seeing Eclot get knocked and that is team number 17. So let's jump over as we see a Saviour trying to get to Skrillex. And it's team 9 going up against team 17. We have Richard and Cryonic still in play at the moment. Both teams inside the red zone, so they will need to be wary of that. But with mollies and grenades being thrown, and Richard losing around 50% of health with that grenade. And FM Richard has been taken down by Eclot Silent. And Skrillex gets Cryonics there. So that is 2 kills for the Eclot team. And with the red zone now coming down, they will need to be careful and try and get to cover quickly. And NM Dragon has just got a kill on the left-hand side. So let's jump over to them and have a quick look as Team 12 take on Team 18. And now more grenades are being thrown as Team 18 find themselves near to a vehicle at the moment. And they have just been taken out brilliantly by NM Axtrix there. Incredible shot, and incredible that she was able to take out a full squad there, meaning that Team 12 now have 5 kills. Now let's have a quick look at the map as we see that most teams are on the inside of the zone at the moment, with the LC team, Team 21, having to make their way in, along with BM. We have Team 14 and 3 who are quite close together at the moment, so let's have a quick look at them. And Team 12, the NM team. Now Team 17, Team 15, 7 and 2 will be the teams that can do the gatekeeping for this zone, being very close to the edge, and with Miramar there are a lot of mountaintops, which gives the teams a perfect vantage point. It looks as though Frankie at the moment from LC is the scout, being the only one in the car, just going towards the zone, seeing what is there to greet them when they arrive. And we have Team 14 going right up against Team 3 at the moment, and that leaves Des Austin on his own to continue game number 2. And CGN and the Not team are now going at it with Immunity just being knocked. And we have Purisa and Teresia still up at the moment, with Dazoni just being taken down now. And Union Mercy getting the finish on Immunity there. And we now see Kubista and Teresia, and they appear to be throwing smokes, but not noticing that Team 5 are right behind them, with Teresia very nearly being taken down. And Kubista has just been knocked, and Teresia is very nearly knocked. And I think the problem there is that Team 4 just seemed to be second guessing themselves. At one point they were moving, then they kept stopping, then they moved again, then they weren't sure in what direction they were moving. But nonetheless, Teresia has now got a knock on Union Mercy, but is taken down by Deducci there. And we are now seeing Union being taken on by Team 17, with Deducci and Mercy still knocked. And that is Eclot coming in, with Eclot silent, getting the kill on Deducci there, with shots now being fired at default by Silent. And Union Mercy has been taken down, with LC Devil taken down at Vape Denny. And the play zone has just finished Des Austin. And Sig Fix 10 is just taken down at U7 Jordan. And we still have Default trying to take out some of the members of the Eclot team, with shots being fired from behind, and Skralex gets the knock on Union Default, leaving Spirit the last standing member of team number 5. And CGN Zalil has just got the kill on Vape next level, with Sig Fix 10 getting the kill on BM Blitz and taken down at U7 Jordan. And Eclot Silent has just been taken down by Union Spirit. And is now being fired at by Skralex. And that is it, with Union Spirit being taken down by Savior. And Silent is now just healing up using a couple of boosts as they have just made their way into the actual zone. And Savior has just taken down Princess Mob there. And 4N is also taken down with Savior being knocked. And we have the NM team just coming in from the outside of zone. Because at the moment, Silent has his back to them. So they may be taken out by the third party at the moment. And Skrillex is taken down, but luckily Savior gets the kill. And 4NN is taken down, whilst Silent is taken down by Mad God there. And that is Silent out. And Sig Fix 10 gets the kill on NM Reaper there, with BTL Loyson taking out Vape Mustafa. With Methune 03 getting a kill on Savvy there by explosion. As Savior tries to sneak in, and we see Europium Rosa get a kill, with NM Death Army taking down Sijian Zalil. So let's have a quick look at Team 11 as they take on Team 8 at the moment. And we have NM Dragon on top of the mountain there with Axtrix just on the left. It looks as though the zone will be too much for Dragon to take. And it is unlikely, unfortunately, that Asterix will make it any further. And unfortunately, she is knocked by Princess, with the play zone finishing off Dragon there. It looks as though Death Army is just going to be too far to get a revive on Dragon. With Methuno 3 taking down a Savage Bay, with Playzone finishing off NM Dragon there. And Sigbot gets a knock on 4NN of Team 16. And here we go with CGN just holding the building over at 320, with shots being fired by Team 16 and Team 11, with MX Extra getting a knock on Mithun there, with Princess being knocked by the zone, and looks as though 4NN is just managing to make it into zone and is now trying to hide whilst using a first aid kit. Mithun 10 is taken down, along with CG and Pablo taking down Savage Mama, and the play zone finishing off 6-9 and Mithuno 3, and European Rosa taking down Mithun 10, with Savage Immortal getting taken down by zone, with 4N getting a kill also. Now grenades are being thrown by Team 2. Although they are good shots, they're not actually hitting anybody due to nobody being there, but that is where the smoke comes in and acts as a distraction. And we now have 4N inside the same building as Team 3, the SIG team. Apologise, next door to team number 3, with smoke grenades now being thrown to allow Team 3 to move over to Team 7, whose building is the last one inside the zone, with Savage Bay getting a knock on European Rosa there, and is finished off also, with MX Extra moving in, with Pablo getting the finish on Savage there. And the SIG team from Team 3 are now trying to move over, but Fix 10 is knocked by Pablo. Zalil gets NM Death Army, 4N knocks BTL Loyson, and Pablo gets the kill, and also gets a kill on 4N. So we now have our top 3 with Fix 10, Bot from Team 3. We have Zalil, Mighty Sky and Pablo from Team 7, and MX Extra from Team number 2. It looks as though what Sigbot is going to try and do is revive as long as they possibly can, in the hope that something crazy will happen and the other teams will be knocked and killed. And Sigbot is doing very well, just pushing it to the limit at the moment. And MX Extra is taken down by Zalil, so it's now Team 7 against Team number 3. So if Bot can keep it up with the first aid kits, we might see a very, very strange win, as Team 7 throw grenades at the shed, thinking that somebody could be there. But unfortunately, they are in the absolute opposite direction at 155, with Sigbot still doing really well to hold the building there. And now the zone starts to push in. Team 7 are still there, still holding that compound, not realising that the enemy is nowhere near them. And Sigbot is still managing to revive. And here come Team 7 just running around trying to find where this enemy is. And again, Bot manages to revive. and is now trying to move. And there we have it. The zone was just too much for the SIG team. And that leaves CGN in first place with 15 kills. We have BTL and SIG in second with 10. We have Vape in third with 6. We have Mob in fourth with 4. And we have NM in fifth with 6 kills. If you have enjoyed this stream, please follow the channel with new content added daily. We will be back in just a moment for game number 3. This is Vape Nation Scrims. I am Ab Summer, and we will be right back.